like to be seen by your horses, Uncle?
See what they think. Off you go.
Sit down. Have some more wine.
Thank you. Very kind.
Thought you might like some gingerbread, miss.
Lovely.
It was always your favourite.
I don't want you to think I'm criticising. I know you've got an awful lot to do. Can we have a fire in here like we used to? Cheer this place up.
It's very warm in the kitchen, miss.
Yes? I told you I want to use this room too.
Of course. I'll get Fowler to see to it.
Mary, I'm not trying to interfere. But you've got to expect changes.
I don't know what you mean, miss. How could you be interfering? It's your house now, after all. Since she's been to London, that's what it is. That and her money.
Now, Dan.
All that money at her age, course it affects her. We're not good enough for her anymore. Well, that suits me.
I might even be flying the Channel by then.
Ah, naturellement, Monsieur Blériot.
Just what the place needed a few years ago.
I was.
New blood. Something to pull the place together. Pity it's too late.
Well, I suppose we shall have to put up with it. It keeps her mind off other things.
Mary!
I suppose we will.
When you've done the hall, there's these cracks on the ceiling in here. And the walls need cleaning up. And there's these funny patches. They look wet to me.
A damp, that's what we call that.
Really remarkable. Perhaps if we kept a fire in here, then the damp wouldn't have happened.
Well, if we'd had the money, perhaps we could...
I'm sorry, I know. But we have the money now. That's all that matters. Any problems? Good. I'll start.
Just the one. When I done the hall and I done the walls and I done the ceiling, what would you like me to do after that, man?
Start on the decorating. It's so gloomy. I can't possibly work in here.
Work?
Well, the house doesn't run itself. That's obvious.
Oh, that's no woman's work, paying bills. Well, Fowler's done all that since Mr. Russell died.
Fowler will have other things to do. I'm afraid I feel rather tired. I think it must be all this interfering.
Well, Edith went a bit funny when she was expecting Albert. Kept scrubbing the floor.
tired to think of it.
She'll come to her senses.
Finished already?
I can't do that job. That's plastering work.
Then get a plasterer.
Where? They're all away fighting.
I'm sure you'll manage somehow.
Another thing, I won't be able to work up there. Paint nor plastering. Anything above horseback height, I'm proper bundle of nerves.
So what do you suggest?
What we need's a builder.
Aren't all the builders off fighting too?
I know just the old boy.
Well, get him.
Right.
You should be getting to bed. 10 hours sleep at least you need.
Old wives' tales. I've never felt so energetic.
Making something for the baby, are you?
It'd have to be a very big baby. They're for the windows.
That's from Mr. Williams.
I know it's from William's room. We won't be using it, will we?
I thought perhaps the baby had...
Nobody's going to use William's room. Sorry, Mary.
You all right?
Yes. Perfectly all right.
You haven't been to Flambards before, Miss Dobson, have you? No. A treat in store for you. You play cards, right? A job for life there, I reckon. Go on, Pippa.
That part of Flambards, is it?
Now, that's the old farmhouse. Don't use that much now. See that?
Solid bit of work, though. Wonder what it's like inside.
Don't talk like that. Especially in front of Miss Christina. She'll have us tearing it down brick by brick before we can say Aunt Robinson.
Like that, is she?
Up goes Dobson.
Fowler? You can't let him go up there on his own.
Oh, that's all right. He likes to feel useful. Any road. He's not as old as he looks.
He can't be.
You all right, Mr. Dobson?
All right. Yes.
Happy as pigs die.
And what's your part in this?
I hold the ladder. Well, when it's ready.
Get down, Christina!
If Mr. Dobson can climb up 80-foot ladders, I can stand on very small tables.
Get down at once or I'll come and get you down.
You wouldn't dare. All right. Oh, I wish you wouldn't keep treating me like a child.
I wish you'd stop behaving like one. I'll get them down later. Shouldn't wear dresses like this. Not in your condition.
I like them.
You look silly. You're too big for them.
I am not too big for them. They're too small for me. Oh, that's right. That way we'll get it done in no time.
Pretend it's a horse.
Beautiful old building, ain't it? Beautiful. How about giving us a bit of a handout here, Miss Dobson?
You only asked me to do the inside.
I was no hurry, no hurry. You take time.
You don't want a builder. You want a gang of labourers.
Well, if it's a question of money, Mr. Dobson.
No, thanks. Enjoy yourself, Mr. Fowler.
Grateful little old...
Much better.
Thank you. Right. Well, if you just follow me.
You've worked very hard. Now we'll have to get the rest of the house as smart as this. Oh, not right away, of course. What happened to Mr. Dobson? He's all right, isn't he?
Oh, yes, he had another job to go to. Very busy man, Mr. Dobson. We hadn't stopped working since the war started.
Do you like the desk, miss?
Yes. I can run the house and work the farm from here. But it's sensible. What's the point in all that land going to waste? We could be growing wheat, barley, hay for the horses. Eventually, it could even pay for itself.
Flambards pay for itself.
Yes. Well, farms do, you know. That's why people run them.
Well, that's not why we run Flambards as a pepper. Flambards never paid for itself. Not even when Master Russell was in his prime.
Well, maybe if Mr. Russell had spent more time ploughing his fields instead of chasing foxes, it might have done.
Will you please yourself? What you do, miss? I dare say you will, then, Rose. If you think I'm going to start pushing a plough at my time of life, well, I'll leave tomorrow. I know how I feel. It's unnatural. Want to try and change things. Forget the past. Well, I can't forget it. I'm part of it.
I know it can't be done overnight. Maybe it can't be done at all. I just thought...
I'll see if I can get someone in the village to give us a hand, Mara.
Would you?
Probably have one leg and no brains. Still, beggars can't be choosers.
Would you help me choose some horses?
Ain't old Pepper good enough for you now?
Yes. Yes, Pepper's very nice. I want a proper horse, a horse I can really ride. Remember Treasure and Goldwillow?
Of course, they're not so easy to come by, cars. Not like Treasure. Of course, they're all half
fighting, I know.
Still, if we got a bit of money. Surprising what you can do with a bit of money.
Do you call 500 a bit?
Well, that's a nice bit.
And not a penny more. And I want a horse for every box.
Right.
Can't have Flambards without horses.
Well, I'll see what we can do. I think there's an auction next week.
Out of my kitchen! I didn't want to disturb you, miss, but there's two lads outside say they've been sent to see you. I'll get rid of them. Nasty-looking types.
No. Send them in. So, you're...
I'm Stanley, and he's Harry.
Doesn't he speak for himself?
No, not really. Have we got the job, then?
I've got no choice.
Where's the other one?
I don't know. Whenever I want him, he's never here.
I'll find him.
Harry. Oh, not that way. Look, I'll show you. Hand me up the wood.
Christina!
Harry! What is it?
You do want this baby, do you? Because frankly, Christina, you're not going the best way about it. Now, don't get alarmed. You're not in any danger. Not yet. But you mustn't try and do too much. Take life at a more sedate pace for a time.
Sedate?
That's what I said.
That's an old lady's word.
Also very suitable for someone in your condition. William's death's upset you more than you realize. Many people collapse from grief. But you've coped very well. You fought against it, taken on new responsibilities. Admirable. But you've exhausted yourself in the process.
So what do you prescribe, Doctor?
Rest. Plenty of rest. That's all. Stay in bed for a fortnight. All right. I'll let myself out, Mary.
You do want this baby, don't you?
Of course I do. It's William's baby. I want it more than anything else in the world. I don't want everything that goes with it. I don't want to be fat and tired and unable to cope with things. I don't want to be sedate.
That's good. That's good.
It's ridiculous. I'm perfectly all right.
Rest, that's what he said.
I'm tired of resting. I've been in bed a week.
And you should be in bed now.
See? They just needed someone to show them how to do it.
Fowler did most of it.
Fowler?
Real workers they are.
They're good farm horses. I thought he was going to buy a horse for me.
There's a war on, remember?
There's a beauty. She's my jumpy. I come cheaper that way.
Oh, she's beautiful.
That's more like Flambards, that.
When can I ride her?
After the baby's born.
There's a beauty.
I think I could grow to like being a rich and powerful landowner. The only trouble is, I don't think William would have approved.
Well, you being a female?
Me owning all this land. Other people have nothing at all.
Well, why not?
Because it isn't fair.
Oh, I don't think you need to worry about that. I don't reckon many people would envy you owning land like this.
It's got a lot of potential, though.
Potential. That must be the little old word I was looking for.
How many men would it take to make this land workable?
Darn sight more than Harry, Stanley and me.
Could we get a harvest?
Well, let's plant something first.
Well, then.
Well, the only harvest we've ever had round here is good old crop and nettle.
It would give us something to aim for.
Ooh.
Look at those two. They're bored. They can't see the point in what they're doing.
Well, I explained to them 100 times. Can't use the horses till we get the machinery repaired.
Yes, I
No good having horses all cooped up like that.
know. I know. I'm going to see the agricultural people about getting prisoners of war.
I'm not having any Huns in my kitchen.
They won't be in your kitchen. They'll be in the fields.
Men who killed your own husband. I don't know how you can.
I doubt very much if they'll send the one who killed Will.
I wish Mr. Russell was here. He'd have something to say about it.
I wish Mr. Russell were here. I wish Mark and Will were here. But they're not, so I have to make all the decisions. And until you come up with a better idea, that is what I have decided.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry, Mary. It's not just the farming. It's so empty here. We need more people.
You'll have one more person soon enough.
Wouldn't you like to see the house full again?
I don't know about full. Not at my age.
Make sure you have plenty of servants to order around so that you won't have to lift a finger.
I'm not that old.
I need plenty of cousins to grow up with.
How do you know it's a he?
Of course it's a he. He'll take after William. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely, though? A cousin or two for him to play with. Just like I had.
Cousins don't grow on trees. Especially Russell ones.
I think I know where we could get one. Where would you look?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Violet!
The kitchen maid? She's not a Russell. I tell you what she is.
She had Mark's child. Just think. Mark's child growing up with Williams.
But you can't just take a child away from its mother.
Then we'll have Violet back as well, then. Give you that help you wanted in the kitchen.
What?
Oh, I know it's a mad idea. Oh, but if it were possible. How would I find out where Violet lives?
Miss Christina, I will not work in the same house as Violet.
Paula? Oh, not even just a little ride.
I can't. She'll have my guts for garters.
She's calmed down nicely, though. Come along a tree.
Come on, Pheasant. It's all right. I'm only taking her round to the stable. Fowler?
No, you can't.
No, not that. Do you remember Violet and Dick?
Best stable boy I ever had.
Do you know what happened to them?
Oh, I don't know, after I left here. Went a soldier boy, didn't he?
The army would have records of next of kin, wouldn't they?
I suppose so. Wouldn't you ask Mrs. Masters?
Mrs. Masters?
Huh.
Do we name him Masters, Mother?
Well, she used to visit Dick's mother in the workhouse before he died.
Thank you.
I do hope you find her, Christina.
Thank you.
Are you sure you won't do some more cheese, some eggs? I know times are hard.
No, thank you very much, Mrs. Masters.
Yes, we are lucky having the boys to help us.
Yes. Yes, you are, aren't you?
Might have known. What? She'd end up in London.
That's not London. It's Dockland.
Nice bit of cheese, though.
They've got plenty of cheese. They've got plenty of everything, in fact.
No need to give us any, though.
Guilty conscience, I'd call it. All her sons running her farm for her.
Why aren't they fighting?
They'd be much too busy haymaking and harvesting. They haven't had time to go and get killed as well. If you're clever, you don't have to, apparently.
William and Mark were clever.
William and Mark were stupid. Very stupid. They volunteered to go and get killed.
Put it on.
What?
The hat.
Washing day, is it?
Every day's washing day. Almost.
The reason I've come, Violet...
You mean it wasn't a social call?
You know I own Flambards now.
I don't know anything about Flambards. Not anymore. That's the best thing that's happened to me since I left there. Forgot the sugar.
No, please. It's all right. Mr. Russell died a few years ago. And William and Mark were killed in the war. William and I were married. See.
Well, no use crying about it, is there? My first husband died. And that's not why you've come here. Oh, I'll have to see to her.
They're pretty girls.
Them? They're quiet at least. Like their father.
And which one's Mark's?
Oh, I see. You've come to see him, have you?
Him? I thought...
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. He's not here.
He's not here. You mean he doesn't live with you?
Oh, yeah, he lives with us. At least, he sleeps with us.
He spends all his waking hours at the brewery here.
He likes horses, then?
Likes them? Nasty great brutes.
Oh, I don't know.
Tizzy?
Tizzy! You come here! Tizzy!
Come here. Don't you speak to me like that. Now, say hello to your auntie.
I don't know, Auntie.
Just stop. Come here! Well, now you've seen him. Think it was worth it?
Violet, I want to take Tizzy back to Flambards.
Back?
To live. I know it sounds ridiculous. I'll give him everything he wants. He'd love it at Flambards. I'll pay you for him, of course. I thought £200.
You want to buy Tizzy for money?
You'll have to ask your husband, of course.
No. He'd be glad to be rid of him.
I have the full amount.
You haven't changed. You always did think you could buy us off. Then it was half a dozen eggs. And now it's £200. Suppose it makes you feel better. He'd be happier there. Of course he would. And not just because he's like his father, either. What child wouldn't be happier there than here? Yeah, I'll take it. We need it. And you take Tizzy. If you could get him.
I'll bring him to your house first.
No, I'm not having him back there. I'll bring his things down.
Excuse me.
This is your auntie, is it?
I ain't got no auntie.
I'm Tizzy's Aunt Christina.
Where's me mum?
She
had to go off.
Would you like a seat, Mum?
No, thank you. I can see why Tizzy likes it here. I've got a stable, you know. It's got 8 horses in it. How would you like to come and spend a holiday there?
Can we go now?
Say thank you.
You?
I've got my rounds to do. No, not when your aunts come to see you.
I don't want to go, you.
Not today.
Would you like to know about my horses?
No.
Then I'll tell you all about them.
How big's Pheasant?
Very big.
Big when it?
Well, maybe not bigger than you.
That's very big.
We shall see. Maybe she is.
I'm going to see how big his horses.
Yeah. And you mind that you behave yourself, right? Well, you got what you came for.
I'll write when everything's settled.
Yeah. You write to me.
Oh, Chrissy, what are they?
Where?
There.
The cows.
What are cows?
Where would you get milk from?
We get milk from the milkman.
Shh. Quiet.
Oh, Chrissy, why are you so fat?
I've always been fat.
What sort of a name's Tizzy?
It's my name.
It's short for Thomas. Thomas Mark.
Now, the same stubborn streak, too.
I'm sorry, Mary.
You should have stopped with your Aunt Grace. I told you it was too much for one day. You must be tired, too.
I want to see Pheasant.
In the morning.
At you, said.
Now, you do as your Aunt Christina says. You're not in London now.
I don't like that old woman.
Yes, you do. You'll be all right.
I don't know.
Marigold will look after you.
Whose room's this?
It's your Uncle Mark's room.
Aunt Lizzie, can I go home when I see the horses?
We'll see. Now go to sleep. If you want anything, just shout.
Aunt Lizzie! Oh, my sisters!
Oh, we can't let him have his own way all the time.
Oh, it doesn't do any harm once in a while.
How'd you like Benjamin? Is he big enough for you?
Real Russell.
Right. I think that's enough for one day. Some people got other things to do besides sit on horses all day long, you know.
What's in that field?
That's barley. That's what beer's made from.
No, that beer's made from.
Do you think you could open that gate? And somebody's supposed to be working in that field.
There we go.
All right then. What'll you do when I'm busy all day?
I look after the horses.
Fowler'll like that.
Not if Fowler, he's too old.
You can't do it all by yourself.
I know, I got Uncle Dick to help.
Uncle Dick? Isn't he in the army?
Of course not, he's in London.
Where?
The Red Lion, usually.
Your Uncle Dick used to work here, you know.
No, he never. He worked at Flambards. He told me all about it.
Oh, Tizzy. Do you like it here?
Yeah,
How much?
a lot.
How much is a lot?
Better in the brewery.